Right, we're live. This is this week's masterclass. We're backstage in Element Live. We just want to go over a couple of things just to give clarification. If you haven't had a chance to check out last week's masterclass on battery and battery management, difference between rechargeables and non-rechargeables, please check that out, especially if you're in audio or even if you're in platform management, because it's pretty critical we keep those things separate. But today we're going to start by talking about microphone stands. So we got Dakota here. What's up, Dakota?
What's up?
And then Dakota, so like, what is you have two microphone stands there. What's the difference and what's the purpose of the two different stands?
Right, so this is a boom stand right here, and this will be used usually for a vocalist who's playing an instrument at the same time, usually an acoustic guitar, because that way they got some room between them and the stand. And a lot of times for the preferred method for our guys or girls is that it's open this way, so they have room for their feet to get in close. And then this right here is a straight stand, and we don't use these a whole lot during worship, but it's a great thing to have during rehearsals, so that way mics get put back safely on stands when they're not being held.
Awesome, man. So like when we're using the boom stand,
Yes, sir.
where do we put that at? Could you show us out
yeah.
on the platform?
So this is something that is the back of house responsibility, no later than 5 minutes before each service starts. And there usually always be one of these on the weekends. So depending on the stage layout, we'll either have someone right here. I usually just line up this leg with this piece of tape right here. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I see that piece of tape right there.
Cool.
On the trim.
Alright, so usually that's how we'll do that, but it seems like most of the time this stand will end up on this side, but it's pretty much the same thing.
And there's a piece of tape right there too. Okay.
Alright.
So we got, and then I noticed there's also a piece of tape in the center. So that's assuming like if we ever were to have like a 3-front.
Yeah, or a lot of times, depending on the weekend, that's always a good place to kind of put the podium too.
Gotcha. That totally makes sense. Now, we used to have tape marks for like every now and then the worship leaders will all use straight stands. That doesn't happen often, but we used to have tape marks. I don't know if any of these are still down or if they're gone.
This one right here.
Okay.
The B1.
So just to give you perspective where we're at on the platform. Okay. And then there's probably one over there too.
Over on the other side too, but I think tape, ever since Christmas, a lot of tape did get pulled up. So
okay. So normally we'll tape it in rehearsals though, right?
Right.
So look for tape marks basically.
Yeah.
Cool, man. All right. So hey, while we're here in the light, we got really good lighting. How do you put this thing away? So let's just say it's the last service. We're done having services, pastor speaking, back of house audio is back there chilling, making sure pastor sounds good in his reference monitor or her reference monitor, and now it's time to start putting some stuff away. Yeah. What should they do to break this thing down?
I'll show you the way I do it. I'm sure everybody does it different, but I usually start this knob right here.
Okay.
Turn that to the left, straighten that out. I tighten it back up. I bring this down like that. And I usually line it up to where this will go past, it won't run into one of those legs.
Makes sense. Okay.
And then, before I get any further, I want to take off the mic clip.
Okay. How come we take the mic clip off?
Because it's easy to lose them and break them.
All right. Cool. So it might seem easy just to leave it on and put it away.
Yeah,
but
that's not being good stewards.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain to get those replaced, believe it or not.
Yep. All right. So can you hold on to that for me?
Yep.
All right, and then here, twist this knob. I'll bring that up to about where the legs match because I'm OCD. I'll hold all of those together. And I always tighten everything back up so it stays in place.
All right.
And then you can drop this down too. And tighten that back up.
Tightening it up is pretty important, I would assume, just so like things don't come loose and start sliding around, right?
Yep, so that's what it'll look like when it's broke down. The legs close in.
All right.
And it's easy to put away, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room.
Cool. So let's walk them through the two next steps. Like, where do we put this stuff away, and where do we put the mic clip whenever we're done with it?
Well, let's see real quick. So if it's on the weekend, it makes it a lot easier to just leave the mic clip with the correct mic in the right box.
Gotcha. All right.
So for
So
this
here's your
clip,
mic clip back.
this mic clip would go here with box 1 because this is a Sennheiser mic and a Sennheiser clip. So it'll go right there. But
All right.
say it's the end of the weekend and we want to put everything away for during the week, we'll go right here to our wireless handheld microphones drawer because these are all wireless handhelds. We'll put the
Gotcha.
clips here.
All right.
with those mics.
Sweet. So awesome, man. There might be some people that don't even know we have storage drawers. That's cool. All right.
And
And then the stand.
we usually store them here, which I'm wanting to, me and Dylan have been talking about making this a little easier to use.
Sure. It's getting full.
Yeah,
I hear you.
set it in there.
Yeah, man.
And then for the boom stand,
The straight one?
I mean the straight stand, sorry. Yeah, like we said, they'll usually go out there for rehearsals, and then these ones are really easy to break down. Just twist that to the left, bring it all the way down. Always take off the mic clip. And it's not real important to tighten these ones back up, but it looks like Dylan came up with a new idea to where we take the actual
Oh, all right.
stand off.
Stand off the base because it just screws out real easily.
Right, and then it fits in here nicely.
Nice. And then we got, it's hard to see because it's dark, but we've got all of our bases stacked up right there. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's taking it a step further. Man, and just speaking of like taking it a step further, I want to just, we spent a lot of time backstage this week, and actually a lot of it was Dakota just kind of cleaning up a little bit. And we've got a lot of things in their place. We got a lot of extra lights hung that we're not currently using. We're working really, really hard on keeping the backstage area nice and neat. As you probably know, we've been having hospitality here a lot on the weekends lately just because we're growing and there's been a lot of things under construction. So we've been doing a lot of hospitality back here. Right now there's CD duplication going on, but normally those tables are open and we just have a lot of open space. So help us by keeping things in their place. And also too, we need to be strapping the ladders up and you know, making sure that the ladders are you know, tightened and ratchet strapped into the racks so that they're safe. So and that's all we had for today. If you have any questions, let us know. We're gonna post this on Facebook and go from there. So take care, guys. Thank you.